Good morning, children. Once again, we are back in the science class. So, today we are going to start with the revision of chapter 10 Respiration in Organisms. Respiration, as you know, is a biological process. It goes on within all the organisms. All the living organisms require energy, whether it is plants or animals. And for this, we depend on each other for getting the food. We animals get the food from the plants, and the plants, they have the capability to prepare their own food. When we take the food, we get the energy from the food that we eat. During the process of digestion, the carbohydrate which is present within our food is broken down into glucose. Glucose is a form of sugar. Glucose is transported to each and every part of the body. It is transported through each and every cell of the body, and this is what is said to be respiration. Cell is the structural and functional unit of any of a living organism. So, the respiratory system works with the circulatory system, and it delivers the oxygen from the atmosphere to every cell of the body. In human beings, the process of respiration involves many steps. So we can say respiration is essential for the survival of living organisms, since we get the energy from the food, and this we use our body. The oxygen that we inhale is used to break down the glucose and carbon dioxide and water. So, we animals, we take in oxygen, as you know, and we give out carbon dioxide. Whereas the plants, they take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. So, when we are talking of the steps of your cellular respiration, a cellular respiration is of two types, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Whereas the other is breathing. Breathing is again of two types, and exhalation. So, we'll start up with this. Before that, we will have one question. These are the questions which will be continuing in the entire revision paper, in the entire revision slides. So here you can have many of the slides which will be containing the questions. These questions will help you during your exam. This will give you an idea how the questions will be framed during the exam. So the first question is, choose the correct answer. During heavy exercises, we get cramps due to the accumulation of, say, lactic acid, alcohol, carbon dioxide, and all of these. So children, as you know, it's your lactic acid. So, as you know, these lactic acids get accumulated within the muscles, and at that time we feel the pain. And also we get the cramps. What is happening during that time? Since I told you, while we are performing any of the physical activity like running or doing exercise or anything, we respire very fast but do not get sufficient oxygen. In such situations, anaerobic respiration is taking place. But here, instead of the alcohol, lactic acid is produced along with carbon dioxide, and which gets accumulated within the muscles, and we get the cramps. So this is what is happening at the time of heavy exercise. Now, as you can see, we are talking of the aerobic and the anaerobic difference. So here I will say aerobic respiration requires oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration never requires oxygen. Aerobic respiration, the end products are carbon dioxide and water, while during anaerobic respiration, it is carbon dioxide and ethanol. Ethanol is one of the form of your alcohol. Then there is very efficient, that means most of the glucose, the energy is released whereas in anaerobic less energy is released. Or else we can say during the process of aerobic respiration, lot of energy is released in the form of ATP, while during anaerobic respiration, less amount of energy is released. Next question for you. Organisms which respire in the absence of air are called. So here there are some of the organisms and they are amoeba, then aerobic, anaerobic and none of these. So here the answer is anaerobic because this is the process which takes place in the absence of oxygen. It is your anaerobic respiration. Next we will be discussing about the difference between your plants, your breathing and the cellular respiration. So we are talking one by one. Breathing, it is a physical process and it involves the exchange of the gases. It is an extracellular process and no energy is released during this process. Whereas during your cellular respiration, oxidation of the food is taking place within the cell, which releases carbon dioxide and energy. It is your intracellular process because it is taking place inside the cell and it releases lot of energy. So this is the difference between your breathing and cellular respiration. One again question is fill in the blanks, and that is breathing is a dash process while respiration is a dash process. So here again 4 options are given: physical, chemical, chemical, physical, 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 chemical, chemical. So here, as you know, just now we were just dealing with breathing is a physical process while respiration is a chemical process. So here this is the another form of the question. So I hope you got the idea. First was choose the correct answer. Second one here is fill in the blanks. But here again you have been provided with the option and you have to choose the correct option. Here children, you can see the figure of respiratory system is given, and either the labeling will be given and the sequence will be asked in which sequence which organ will be there, or else the labeling will be provided and you have to just click as they will be giving you 1, 2, 3, 4 and accordingly you will be clicking. So here you can see, here I am just marking 4 of the parts over here. So first one, this is, as you know, this is your nostril, this is your mouth, this part. Here in between you have, this is your trachea, here you have the lungs, and down here it is the diaphragm. So I hope children you have understood this is your labeling of your respiratory system, and in exam it can be given as 1, 2, 3, 4 and you will be asked what is number 1, what is number 2, number 3, number 4, or they may give you and they may ask you which part is what. Here the next question, find the odd man out. Either find the odd one out. First is nostril, second one trachea, lungs, and then the stomach. So here children you can just go through that nostril, trachea, lungs. They are all the part of your respiratory system, while stomach is not a part of your respiratory system, so it is your odd man out. Here the next question is, here you can see the figure of inhalation and exhalation. So when we are talking of inhalation and exhalation, it is coming under your breathing. We are taking in the oxygen and we are giving out carbon dioxide. Now what happens during the process of breathing, how it takes place, that we will discuss right now. This is the mechanism of breathing. So when we talk of the mechanism of breathing, it is taking place accordingly. We take in the air, and this air, when we are taking in, it gushes into our lungs. So the size of the lungs increases and it pushes the diaphragm down. And this is what is inhalation. When it comes out, when the air is again removed out, either it is given out from the body, that is your exhalation. And during that time, the air when comes out, this diaphragm forms a dome shaped and the lungs come back to their normal position. Now, the next question is, what are the uses of yeast? Yeast is used to make bread, It is used to make wine and beer, and also it is used for dosa making, either your dhokla making, we can say. I hope children, all of you know, when we are preparing such things, we undergo a process of fermentation. And when we are talking of fermentation, we are using this yeast, okay, to make your things fluffy, either to make your foodstuffs fluffy. Next question, what are the end products of anaerobic respiration? So during the process of anaerobic respiration, what is the end product? So here the end product is alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. If you remember when we were talking of the aerobic respiration, there the end products were your carbon dioxide and energy. So during today's session, we just talked about respiration, its uses. We talked about from where do we get the energy, okay, and how it is useful to us. We talked about the aerobic respiration, we talked about the anaerobic respiration, we talked about cellular respiration and breathing. So children, I hope the topics are clear to you. You have understood how the questions will be there. So here just a short brief thing on your short brief, you can say the questions on the screen, so that you can understand how under what question tags the question will be asked during the exam. So you can prepare yourself along with MCQs, fill in the blanks, true, false, name the following, identify the figure, labeling it, answer the following, what happens, give reasons, and even as you have the passage in your English and in your Hindi, you can just go for a few of the passages here. A passage will be given to you, and on the basis of that passage, the questions will be framed. So you have to get the answer from it. But remember, for each and every question, the options will be provided. So no need to worry. You will not have to type anything. Only you have to click the correct answer. So thanks, children. And once more, we will meet again tomorrow.